Schools, Mr. Mark Laurie.
Thank you for that robust and warm welcome, Tony. It feels really good. Good evening, everyone. Tommy, are we live? We are now live across the World Wide Web, and I want to welcome everybody to our board meeting. Let me just set the agenda for everyone. We're going to do a very quick capital projects update. We're going to do a very quick agenda review and personnel review. We're going to take an executive session for one item that I'll read at the appropriate time. And we need to be out at 7 o'clock because the graduates from the August celebration of Niagara Falls High School will be here, followed by a couple of perfect scores from Abbott and Gaskill. And we want to honor and recognize those individuals. That is the lineup. Before we begin, let's just start off with saying I had to have a very stern talking to our ad hoc student board member. I asked her how her grades were, and I don't know if she's going to be able to stay on because she has a grade of 100 in every one of her subjects except one, and I think she fell to 92. Is that right? So she's off to a good start on her report card. Not bad. By the next meeting, we want that 92 to be at least 96, okay? All right, or you may get voted off the island. But keep up the good work, and congratulations, Harjat. It's always great to have you here, and we'll ask you to weigh in very soon. We are coming to the conclusion of our capital projects, our $29.3 million worth of capital projects. You have been voting on payment applications. Tonight we're asking you to vote on 3 change orders. These 3 change orders tonight are to get money back, actually. These are returns of money that we're not going to need to spend. And then there are 3 that we have to put forth next month, and that should wrap up another capital project. So we have Stu, we have a young Joe Manarino sans a haircut. It's about time for a haircut, Joe. We have battling and fighting Chris Dowling, and we've got the effervescent Brian Trott, and of course Lauren is back with us. She didn't choose to bring her newborn, and it was always welcome. But we're glad you're back, Lauren, for HVAC questions and work. So who is going to lead this, Stu? I said it's going to be very brief, Stu, and I know you have a hard time saying hello very briefly. So, what, coming from me? Coming from me? Yeah. So if you would smartly and swiftly take us through what our progress is and where we're at.
Okay, can you hear me? You can hear
Yep.
me? All right. Please try to hold your questions to the end because, as Mark said, we want to get through this pretty quickly. The Avofa project, for all intents and purposes, is done. We have some punch list items remaining, a couple little warranty issues. But we're on time, well within budget, and Mark asked that we give you an update on progress with some pictures. In this project, we had, of course, the secured vestibules was probably the biggest chunk. We had some rebranding at Niagara Falls High School, Bleneva Bond Greenhouse, Gaskill, and LaSalle HVAC upgrades, another big chunk. New electrical services at Gaskill and LaSalle, the Niagara Falls High School Walk of Fame, and we added into it was a general fund part of the project, the boiler in this building replacement, which we oversaw because we were here anyway. So we're going to go through the secured vestibules. All of the secured vestibules work is complete. Over the next few pages, we'll show you pictures from each building. Every vestibule is unique, but it carries the same baseline design for security and protection. During the installation project of the storefronts and the millwork at various vestibules, color match upgrades and counter adjustments and various field changes were made at the request of the district to create a cleaner product at the end. And these were kind of kept in a running change order throughout this past summer, and you'll be seeing that. It'll be submitted next month as one of the change orders Mark was talking about.
So we have 11, 12 different vestibules. Instead of having a cookie cutter approach to making them all look the same, we try to keep the same scheme of woodwork, color, and there were some changes that needed to be made that I authorized to make them look presentable and fit into the location as best as possible. Okay?
This one's 79th Street, new storefronts, new doors, new work inside the office. This is LaSalle with the new countertop. There was a lot of historical work that was maintained here that we kept intact and undisturbed.
If you go back one, Ray, you could see that parent does not need to enter the building. She's going through kind of a reception window. So that was a hallmark of these vestibules to cut down in-building traffic. And safety officer station, cameras everywhere, close by to where the safety officer was. Thanks, Sue.
Cataract next door, nice job mingling the existing block work in the green with the new carpet. It's kind of a wide open space there, but it's a very nice vestibule that's completed. CEC, smaller vestibule, new storefront, and also we added on this project a handicap ramp. As we got into the vestibule work, they noticed when looking at the doors, there was some deterioration of the threshold of the existing door frame and that. We would have had to rip it out, rip some of the concrete out, and we talked making an ADA access ramp as part of the project. We had the extra money in the allowances and we took care of it. Bleneva Bond, this is the vestibule, kind of unique, small vestibule with a security desk outside, very, very nicely done. It was kind of packed in there. We had to build a wall right adjacent to the stairway to make it secure, but it came out very nice. Gaskill Prep.
Bless you.
Again, we have kind of some historical doors that we maintained in there. We took the doors out, but maintained the door frames and maintained the look of the building. That came out really nice with the security desk inside. Hyde Park, this is kind of my favorite vestibule. It's really intense rework. We had to rework this entire storefront, the existing historical storefront. We had to remove it, move it back, and reassemble it intact, being and keeping with its old look. The finish carpenter that Scrafari had on this was excellent. You can't even tell if you look at it that's not where it was originally. Matching he had to redo some of the trim, and they matched the color, matched the wood. They did exceptional work. And then to patch in the areas, if you look in the lower left picture, you'll see that piece of wood. He matched the wood there to patch in where that wall actually was. So it's seamless. You can't even tell it was there.
It's really a nice vestibule. It's functional, and when Hyde Park was built in 1925, no one would have considered the security needs that we have 100 years later.
Kelfis. So here is an example of using the existing doors for both sides of the vestibule. We used existing doors with upgraded hardware and enhancements with the film, and then we secured the office area with the new storefront and the door locking and that to create a more secured area. Abbott, real nice vestibule off to the side. As you can see in the lower right hand, we repurposed the old horseshoe desk from the administration building here for that area, but all new. And upper left picture, again, we had some funds available in the project. We were able to repave and stripe the bus loop at the school under the project. came out very nice.
I think Ms. Dunn commented on that a couple meetings ago. We were lucky because of the costs we came in, and that was an ongoing sinking problem. That was sinking fast. So I'm real pleased with that too.
Yeah, we had a contractor that was available and looking for work, who was a very good contractor, and it was done quick. So Maple Avenue, this was a unique one because it was all pretty much open concept over there. We had to create a new vestibule. We had to take a wall out of the office and do a new storefront in the office, and all that had to be fire-rated storefront, fire-rated glass because of the office area. That came out really nice. So, and you can see with the security desk there on the inside, very open, very visual, very, the optics are really nice on that one. Niagara Falls High School. So this is probably the biggest vestibule in the district, and I think the busiest. So during the build-out, there's new millwork that was added to the high school as a result of an administrator. I don't know where he is.
Ooh, Ventry?
No, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Little
We'll
guy.
blame Ventry, non-tenured,
Yeah, and
19
one of the
days
staff
in.
members, but we won't say, tell Russ who it is. One of the staff members recommended, had a question about the flow of the students and the visitors through the office. So CPL came out, we had a meeting, and they redrew the counter in the millwork, which you see down the bottom right-hand corner, and we redid that whole desk countertop. Minimal cost, but still a little cost change, which is one of the ones you'll see next month too.
Right, so there was some millwork change in these schools to make it look like that, and the compilation of a few of these will be one of the change orders you'll see. But I think it flows nice, Ed? It does. Working all right?
Edmund, this is a really nice finish to this area here. The new storefront, the new lobby area is really nice without the horseshoe desk there, and the security desk off to the side. Very functional, very clean.
One of the things I like about our new lobby, the lobby at high school in particular, and to a degree Abbott, that humongous desk that greeted everybody that looked like, you know, it's just a cleaner, sleeker look. And, you know, I think that, I hope the traffic is flowing smoothly at the high school, but they took a huge desk out of there and opened that front corridor up to make it look really good. I like that design a lot. Ed, are you satisfied?
Yeah, much better. The flow is, like you said, much better flow with the students, and back to what it used to be. It looks so much different, so much cleaner, and yeah, we love it. Thank you.
Oh,
Bellini Bond Greenhouse. Greenhouse construction at Bellini Bond is complete. We're finalizing some additional work that came up. So when we were complete, we had a meeting out there with Mr. Laurie, CPL, and Mr. Del Porto, just to close out, and it was coming up on the open house. And we realized that there was a potential gap in the security at the new connecting vestibule. We came up with a change and a resolve for it. The work was completed right away, and that's also added on. It's a little bit, just to,
so just to be descriptive to the board public, it's more security in the corridor from the school to the greenhouse. Am I
Correct.
correct?
correct.
That was a vulnerable area, in my opinion, certainly in Chief Del Porto's opinion. So we did put some additional security measures in there just to keep that school in tight shape. So there was a bit of a change order there as well. And we didn't realize it until everything was built. So that's a small change order as well.
Yeah. The shades are due in next week, and we're working on a couple small punch list items. there.
There'll be a shade that shades 60% of that greenhouse. It gets pretty warm at certain times of the day. There'll be a shade that'll shade 60% of it, which should cool that down. That's not in, and that is not done unless I miss something. That has to be done.
Gaskill HVAC upgrades.
Here comes some real exciting stuff.
Yeah, that's just, I think it's pretty. All the VRF systems are running. We had a couple warranty issues that were out there today that are being addressed by our contractors. The chillers, by next week, will be fully operational. They've upgraded the control sequences, and they'll be finalized Monday and Tuesday at Gaskill and LaSalle. On the air handlers, you see in the lower right-hand corner, there was some additional fire alarm devices
Right.
that we added just for enhanced protection, building protection for the kids. Just some additional smoke detectors in line in the air handlers that we added, and those you'll also see next month. Wasn't a whole lot.
It's about a $2,200 change, if I
Yeah,
recall,
not a whole lot.
to add some smoke and fire alarms.
Right. LaSalle, pretty much the same thing as Gaskill, same systems, little different piping. You can see in the upper left-hand corner the duct sock in the gymnasiums that was added with the gymnasium rooftop units. So everything has come together. It's clean looking. You can see as the progression in the presentations between the raw pipe to the finished product in the piping. It's pretty impressive, pretty clean, and fully operational.
Three things on the air conditioning before you get to this. Number one, I get continuous questions and praise to have a district fully air conditioned when we talk with people across the state. Brian, you would know that, Lauren, that is an anomaly across the state that we're fully air conditioned. That's number one. Number two, I've never seen Mr. Zimmerman cooler and not dripping sweat when he's running around the school. Frequently, he had to change shirts 3 or 4 times, but he's a lot cooler in the building, and that was one of the goals of the project. And third, I hope you're eat alone, Derek. I hope it's cooler and more comfortable for your staff and your kids. And we're still doing some tweaks and balancing and so on and so forth that we'll get through.
Beginning of the project, walking through Gaskill and LaSalle, I was like, oh my gosh, how do these people do this?
Yeah.
But now you walk through with the AC on, it's like,
Yeah. I just want this board to know what you did to 2 whole buildings, and they were old, and that was a lot of work, and huge. But the board did a great job in authorizing all this.
yeah. Gaskill and LaSalle, service upgrades. I know we talked a lot about this in the last presentation. We had the 2 outages about a month apart, five weeks apart between LaSalle and then Gaskill. It went seamless. It was all scheduled out, went seamless. Grid stayed to their schedule. Well, once the outage started anyway. They stayed to their schedule, and it was back on when it was supposed to be on.
I thought you did a really good job notifying neighbors. We didn't get any complaints for neighbors for the outages. You kept the outages to a minimum, and those poles only took us 29 months to get in, but they got there, and we made it. So we made it.
Niagara Falls High School Walk of Fame. The panels for the Walk of Fame will be completed in the coming weeks. One of the panels had to be reconstructed due to material failure in the original casting. The plaques are being finalized for content with CPL and Mr. Laurie. And this is kind of a sample of some of the narratives that have been provided for the plaques and what they're going to look like once they're on the walls.
So
you
this,
have
yeah.
the bottom lit wall that's kind of the twilight view on the left and the sunny view on the right.
This is the last thing that really needs to get completed. As I said, despite Brian and myself and Stu driving to someplace in Lima, New York, I have no idea where I was going. It was when Earl was here, driving fast. I just had my eyes closed. We went and looked at these walls because there was one wall that we were not satisfied with. It had, what did it have, Brian?
All kinds of pitting in it and pot marks, and it wasn't straight, and it was, yeah.
So the reason there's a delay in this is because we sent the wall back. They were patching it. That wasn't acceptable. We sent the wall back and asked them, after some back and forth, to re-pour the entire wall because it was getting too much patch and not what we purchased. So in addition to getting a new wall patched, we also got an extension on the warranty because I wanted to see how it would last, how these would last through the winter months. We're working, you can just see a couple of examples of what the plaques will look like. We're still working on those. A local sign company, Cooper Sign will install those plaques. And in accordance with our project labor agreement, we will have a union carpenter work with our people, Macri, to make sure that they're fixed accordingly. So we will continue to honor the PLA right to affixing plaques on the wall. This is the one thing that needs to be finished. This is done.
So this is the admin boiler downstairs that was replaced over the summer. It was a general fund project. We were in the building already, so we oversaw it at a no-cost add to the project. Went very well. Greater Niagara did the install. JCI had the contract. So it went, all in all, it went very well. So, and that's it.
That's where we are. To be finished, a little work in the greenhouse. The Wall of Fame needs some work. Balancing needs to be done at the 2 prep schools. Did I forget anything? Oh, the curtain for the greenhouse, or not the curtain,
Shades.
The shades for the greenhouse aren't in. Those would be the 4 remaining items that need to be tightened up before we'll release any retainage or any money. And just to speak on money, you don't have much time to get this done because Becky has to file for our 98% reimbursement no later than October, the end of October, right, Beck, or earlier?
Well, we need time to prepare all the payments have
Yep.
to be made, so we can prepare it.
So Becky sends all the final paperwork in. The money for all of this comes back to us in our state aid, and that's how we pay for this, except for the 2% local share that we've, right, Nick, and that general fund boiler you approved in the budget, but we wanted to show you that that's done. The schools are, we continue to make sure that our houses, inside and outside, have the best for our kids, our staff, and the community. And I think this is a good example of a project. I will say, however, as we're doing this project, immediately we start saying, oh my God, can we squeeze in, we need gym floors to get done. Oh my gosh, we've got to do the gym floors are on my mind today. Gym floors to be done. Already, and through the 5-year plan, we have built a verbal list of another capital project that is going to have to come pretty soon. All of the buildings will have enough room so we can get the reimbursement on it, but that next capital project referendum is going to need to come, I would say, in a year to 18 months, because you can't stop doing this. So
This district's way ahead of the curve mechanically and security-wise, way ahead of the curve with other schools in the area.
I really believe security-wise, we are ahead of everybody. Mechanically, I trust all of you. Questions for the crew?
So what's the material used for the vestibule? That bulletproof?
It's got the same film as the other windows on it.
Okay.
That was applied by the storefront manufacturer, same stuff, the 3M product.
Yep. And
Yep.
yeah, battling Chris Dowling has been checking all the caulking, the film tile. It's all being checked to make sure it's all been done inside the high school. Since forever. That wide open library, you know, the library design, that's all filmed inside there. It's always, God forbid I'm saying this, but that's filmed as well. So that's the only place inside we went because of that exposure. God forbid, I keep saying, in that high school. Questions for the team?
The glass at the greenhouse, is that a safety glass of anything on the outside, or is that bulletproof on that?
On the lower windows that are clear, those are filmed. We had those filmed.
Okay.
Yeah. All the rest of it, the polycarb is not.
And the one place we missed, but we added to, I missed it, the field house. Then we did it, so the field house is filmed as well. So I think we covered everything, and got some extra things in here like the ramp at the CEC and the Abbott Drive. And tonight you're getting money back, or money we're not spending. I shouldn't say getting it back. Money we're not spending, but I say three things in closing. One, there'll need to be a capital project again soon. You have to do that. Number two, very pleased with this team that's sitting before you. I'm not the easiest person to work with, right, Stu?
I would never say that.
Yeah, you would say that. I'm not the easiest person to work with on this. And thirdly, I want to give a shout out to our contractors. Danforth was absolutely outstanding. Fry was, I put them through the paces at the beginning and they rose to the occasion. Trifari, they're not done yet, so I'll reserve my comments, but they're doing okay. And Greater Niagara Mechanical was wonderful. So
MKS,
to those groups,
JCI.
and MKS with the plumbing.
JCI, yeah.
JCI, last statement, local labor, project labor agreement, under budget, on time. I think we lost 8 hours to an injury or less.
Less.
Fewer than 8 hours to an injury on $30 million. Thank you very much. Anything else? Great. Very short, Stu.
Thanks.
Very good. I'm very proud of you.
Nice job.
Members, thank you. Yeah.
Have a good night.
All right, Brian. Members of the board, I'm gonna, before I go into the agenda review, when you have royalty in the room, you don't just keep going. When you have royalty in the room, you've got to stop and acknowledge Bishop Kevin Dobbs. It's so nice to see you, Bishop. Do you miss us? Yeah. Well, how long were you on the board for, Bishop? 23-year stint, and continues to do great things for us. Thank you, Bishop. You're welcome. We have an agenda review before our executive session. There's only personnel and 2 agenda items I want to talk about unless you have questions. If you don't, I'm going to ask Maria to come forward to talk about personnel first, right? There's been no changes since the mailing.
Not since the mailing. Well, just a minor one, but we didn't add it tonight. So, friends, we have a lot of stars on your certificated report. We had a resignation, we had some probationary appointments. These are what we promised you at the last meeting. These probationary appointments that you see here with the stars are the result of Mr. Laurie's consultation with the principals in the schools and a review of the evaluations that these teachers received. I didn't know if you wanted to comment on that, Mr. Laurie, but
No.
that is the process. In addition to that, you see some regular substitute additions. We had some rescissions that we had to add. The majority of the changes on the certificated report are the additions of per diem and schedules B, C, D, E, F, and G. So again, we're here to answer any questions if you have them, but that's where the majority of the additions on this report were.
A lot of lunch duty.
Yeah. We got the schedules from the schools, so we added as many as we could.
And those are dictated by contract, and the schools are all naming their lunch and after school and morning duty folks. Questions for Maria?
Yes? No, we aren't losing them when it's time to move in. So our process is we hire, and then right around the 5-month period, because they have 6 months to move in, right around the 5-month period, those who have not provided us with their change of address get letters from my office indicating that they have 1 month to move, or request a hardship and they get their hardship waiver application. At that time, typically we do receive some for those folks who are locked into leases or who have a contingency sale on a home. Mr. Laurie reviews those, brings them to your attention, and they get 1 6-month extension. And then we reach the end of June. We did not lose a number of teachers this year. We did lose a couple, but we did not lose the majority of our teachers this year.
So Mr. McLeod, if you're on page 1, the 2 on the resignation, I don't want to say their names. Number 1 received a promotion in another district. He was hoping to get a promotion here,
Counselor position.
a counselor position here, didn't receive it, got that chance in another to not be named district, and decided to go there for an upscale in his job. The second person had an interest in teaching something different.
The second person wanted to teach instrumental music, and the current structure of our district was that he could only teach vocal music and chorus, and he also received a position that allowed him to teach instrumental music and did not want to wait for the opportunity to do so here.
I think you have one piece of good news on the you told me you had good news on the certificated side.
I did. That was what I was alluding to, Mr. Roy. We hired a speech teacher today. We were in need of a speech teacher, and this morning I spoke to a speech teacher who's a resident of the city of Niagara Falls who has decided to come and work in our district. So we were able to hire a speech teacher.
So if you remember our concerns at the beginning of the year, world languages and speech, where we used the 211, I think there.
We did.
Now we're lucky to have good work on your part finding the speech.
The classified report, you'll see a few changes there too. We have been hiring furiously on the classified side, especially for our assistant child care associates and our special education classroom associates. As the year progresses and as more students enroll and as some students do leave us, we find that the students that do end up coming at this time of year often require an assistant child care associate. So we've been doing a lot of hiring there. We've also been working with the maintenance department to make sure that we are replacing positions there as folks are promoted or retire. So we've replaced a porter who retired, a custodian who retired, and backed those up with the cleaners that received promotions. So you're seeing those on this report this evening as well. Any questions on the classified report? Okay, thank you.
While you're here, if you don't mind, we had to, I had informed you in the intervening 2 weeks since our last meeting that we had to add one board resolution. It would be 6.30, Ray, if you can go to 6.30. This is the only resolution change from what we reviewed 2 weeks ago. Marie, would you talk about 6.30, why we had to rush this on, why we didn't have it on before, and why we need, hopefully, your approval this evening?
Thank you, Mr. Laurie. So I've been working also with Mr. Wotton and Jimmy Combs on this as well. Dasha Sanders was a 12-year-old student who attended school in Western New York when she suffered cardiac arrest in her physical education class at school. The school had an AED, however the AED was locked and there wasn't a very good plan in place for those to respond to her. So unfortunately she did succumb to the cardiac arrest. Her cousin is April Baskin, Senator April Baskin from Buffalo, New York. She co-sponsored a bill with another legislator from downstate New York, and that bill is called Desha's Law. And what Desha's Law requires is that all schools have cardiac emergency response plans embedded in their building level emergency management plans and their district-wide school safety plans. So what we have had to do is we have had to, and embedded doesn't mean that you just refer to it, it means that it's a very particular, you unlock the thing, this person is trained, that person is trained, that person responds. So we had to ensure that our building level emergency response plans were amended by October 1st. And those plans have to go into the portal by that date.
Right.
So why you have to adopt this evening is because you are acknowledging the fact that in accordance with DESH's law, we have amended those building level emergency response plans. We will be coming to you again in January because we have to amend our district-wide school safety plan. We have to do that after a 30-day comment period. So you will be adopting it again in January. This is for the building level emergency response plans, and in January it will be for the district-wide school safety plan, and then you will re-adopt them annually as you have for the past 25 years, again in June. Any questions about that?
So we're in compliance with the law. If this is approved, you will be acknowledging that we have DESH's law in place and embedded in our school safety plan. If you approve it, tomorrow we will go into the portal, upload it, and send it to the state prior to the October 1st deadline. That's why the timing and the rush. And I think that they just approved this recently.
July 24th, the governor signed it.
Okay, the governor signed it July 24th. So, yeah, so we didn't hit the August meeting, which I wish we could have, but we had to really understand it and understand how to do it. And that's why we're kind of walking this on today without having told you before. If there aren't any other questions, nothing else has changed. I did have one last question and prepared it. I think we need to take this now before we close this agenda. There has been a request to move a board meeting from Thursday, October 16th to Wednesday, October 15th. Our published dates are on the 16th. On Thursday, the 16th, SUNY Niagara, a partner of ours, is holding their commemorative celebration, honoring students and alumni. And there are some board members that were interested in attending that. Happy to tell you that one of our students, one of Niagara Falls High School's finest students who graduated last year, Rachel Maglio, is one of the distinguished student alumni. Rachel got a full 2-year ride to SUNY Niagara for welding. She's our best welder I've ever seen. So she would be honored that night. The question is, would you like to move that meeting? Just as a prefix to that, we really need to know because we would walk that resolution on now. Judy has it prepared in case you do, if you do, and she would then have to publish notifications in the paper to do so. And also, I would really call on Julie, Becky, and Markesia, right? Markesia McCreary? I would call on them to talk to the external auditors to see if we could get them here a day early, because we had told them the 16th. That is, yes, Mr. Bilson, that is a voting meeting. That's why it's a little bit more cumbersome. We can do it if you choose. It's really up to you, but we do need to know now. If you choose to do it, Judy will distribute to you a resolution to change it. If you choose not to, then everything will stand.
I'll start off, what do you think? Mr. Bellardo, are you up for it, or are we going to raise hands? How would you like to do this? Okay, would you like to move it? You're fine with moving it? Jimmy, move the meeting? Okay. Move it? McLeod? Okay. This is done? Okay, we'll move the meeting.
So thank you for that decision. So what we'll do is have Judy place at your desk a resolution, 6.31, Jude?
Yes.
6.31, that will also be added to this evening's agenda. Becky, Julie, Ms. McCreary, if you could speak to the external auditors. What we'll try to do is move both the audit committee and the meeting one day, so that includes the audit committee. Okay? Members of the board, I have nothing else in our pre-meeting. I would ask, and for all of those out there watching, I love this part, for a permissible form of a motion for executive session. The executive session is for a personnel matter which may lead to the appointment, employment, promotion of a person. It's a one-item executive session. There will be no voting afterwards. I feel that you could have that done sufficiently by 7 o'clock, and there won't need to be an executive session afterwards. So that's the reason, and it's a permissible reason to do so.
Can I have a motion for an executive session?
Second.
Okay. Any questions? Judy? Aye.
Thank you. Staff, we're good. We just need
I'd like to have our meeting start to order with the pledge to the flag. If we all rise.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, as we begin this meeting, grant us wisdom and unity in purpose. Guide our thoughts and discussions so that our decisions will honor you and truly serve our students and community. Thank you for all of our blessings. Amen.
Mr. Bass?
Present.
Mr. Bilson?
Here.
Mr. Kinsemi? Mr. Capizzi?
Here.
Mrs. Dunn?
Here.
Mr. McLeod? Mr. Petrosi? Mr. Velardo? Mr. Pareto? Ms. Corr?
Here.
All present?
Members of Communications, 301. Special presentations, August graduates.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me, Mr. Gonzalez? Good evening. Always a great night when we welcome another class, another alumni group of Niagara Falls High School. And this evening, we have students who have persevered and who have earned a diploma from Niagara Falls High School. And we couldn't be more proud of them. So at this time, I'd like you to join me in greeting our August graduates. So, thank you for standing and applauding our August graduates. And I would just like to say that we are really pleased that 9 students completed their work. We're so happy that the 3 of you are joining us this evening. And we're so proud of you. And I say it all the time. You're a little special. You want to know why? Because you didn't give up. You didn't stop. You didn't say, it's not worth it. You kept persevering, you kept doing your work, and you got to get your diploma, and it's worth that same whenever you got it. And you could leave here once you receive that, being just as proud as anyone else. And in my mind, a little more special, because you never quit. And that's a skill that's going to take you pretty far in life. So I'm really pleased and happy for all 3 of you and the other students who couldn't. So I asked our 2 principals, you guys are so good to get 2 principals. That's how good you are. You did a lot of your work with Mrs. Velardo as your principal. Now Mr. Ventry stepped in at the summer to help you finish the job. So I ask you, if you have anything to tell me about these graduates.
As the Chief Educational Administrator for most of your high school career, upon the recommendation of the faculty of Niagara Falls High School and the completion of your requirements according to the regions of New York State, proudly recommend these members of the class of 2025 for graduation.
You concur?
We were going to sing it as a duet, but we didn't have time for rehearse.
So, by the power vested in me by the state of New York, this Board of Education, I now hereby proclaim you official graduates of Niagara Falls High School. After 3 students, you brought a pretty powerful audience. My God, you got a lot of fans and supporters. I know we're going to do the three graduates first, and we're gonna do a special one first, if somebody is significant. So our first graduate is?
Arletis Arrigo, Arletis also earned her seal of biliteracy.
So take a look at that. So that's why she's wearing that different cord. That's a real honor to not only get a diploma, but that's okay. But to have that cord signifying that she received the seal of biliteracy. And we in Niagara Falls have more students getting that seal than any school district. And let me tell you something, it's not easy. She's proficient in 2 languages. Her 2 languages are?
Spanish and English.
Spanish and English. Congratulations, Arletis.
Next, we have Brandon Jansma.
Congratulations, Brandon.
I didn't see Brandon, but all those words are for you too. Congratulations.
Can you smile for the
Proud of
picture?
you.
Next, we have Olandia Sires. And last but certainly not least, we have Aaron Wolcott Buttry.
Make sure you get a picture.
I just would like Mr. Ventry to read into the record the names of the other graduates from Niagara Falls High School.
We have Alexis Schimmel, Giovanna Ferguson, Janaya Riley, and Shawnasia Johnson. And one more, and Stephen Preach. Sorry.
To our graduates, I wish you the best of luck and say congratulations. You're official Wolverines, and we wish you the best of health, prosperity, and a very, very bright future. Congratulations to you. We have, thank you, folks. Thank you. We're going to use this evening to also do something else that's special. If you would just bear with us for one moment or two. We were fortunate this year to have 2 students in our district, 6th grader and I believe an 8th grader, 7th grader, 8th grader, who on the New York State exams scored a perfect score. And we'd like Ms. Capone, would you come forward and talk about the 2 students who scored perfectly on our exams?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Laurie. Every year, approximately 3,000 of our students participate in the New York State testing program, grades 3 through 8. And this past year was no different than all the other years. However, we had many students that performed outstandingly with levels 3 and 4 in their proficiency. However, there were 2 students that rose to the very top. And tonight we are going to honor them. At this time, I would like to ask Mrs. Lynn Tompkins and Mr. Peter Carlo to come up and help me. And I would like Essie Joyce to join us. Essie, she is the daughter of Joseph and Tara Joyce. Her teacher was Mr. Peter Carlo. She was in 6th grade last year at Harry F. Abbott School, and she received a perfect score on the grade 6 math assessment with a score of 518. Congratulations.
Pictures?
to join us. Now, I would like to introduce Jade Huang. Jade, would you join us? A couple things about Jade. Jade is the daughter of Lily Sue and Jason Gurelick. And I've kind of been following Jade since she was in 6th grade and joined the group that was in the super accelerated math. She did get a 99 on geometry in 8th grade, but that's not what she got the perfect score in. She got the perfect score on the grade 8 ELA with a perfect score of 498. Her teacher was Miss Jessica Bergman. Congratulations.
Out of any student, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, she got the highest score. But I tell you, she's not even happy with it. She was upset. She was upset. Do not be upset. Okay? Jade was a star in the play. She's a varsity athlete. She is what you call a total package, and I mean that. She is an amazing, amazing young woman, and I don't have enough good things to say about her. We are super proud of you.
A lot of airtime for Mr. Zimmerman. A lot of unauthorized airtime. I would like this, and then you're certainly free to celebrate or stay for a really exciting evening or call. I would like our 2 perfect score winners to stand. Please, would you stand? Our young lady, will you stand? First of all, to your parents and families, to you, thank you so much for sending your children to our schools. It means a lot to all of us. We appreciate that, parents. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Would our graduates stand? Our graduates? Stand up. One more time. Thank you, sir. This is what we do up here every week. We do it for these students. We're so glad you're ours. Congratulations to you all. One last round of applause.
Okay, well, you guys could have stayed. It's a really exciting meeting. Jimmy, good to see you, buddy. All right. Okay, 302, oral communications, there are none. 303, written communications. Well, we do not have any. Okay, we do not have any written, so we're going to go right into taking 401 and 402 together. 401 is the minutes for August 28th. 402 is the approval of the budget transfer number 2. I have a motion from Mr. Consemi, second by Mr. Velardo. Any questions? Judy?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay. All right, 403, approval of following bids, there are none. 404, the treasurer's report for August, received and filed. 405, the budget status report for August, also received and filed. That leaves us at 406, personnel report certificated. Do I have a motion? Mr. Bass? Mr. Bilson? Any questions? Judy, please.
Mr. Bass?
Yes.
Mr. Bilson?
Yes.
Mr. Kinsemi?
Yes.
Mr. Capizzi? Mrs. Dunn? Mr. McLeod? Mr. Petrosi? Mr. Velardo? Mr. Pareto?
Yes. 407, personnel report classified. Do I have a motion? Mr. Bilson, Mr. Velardo, second. Any questions? Judy, please.
Mr. Bass?
Yes.
Mr. Bilson?
Yes.
Mr. Kinsemi? Mr. Capizzi? Mrs. Dunn? Mr. McLeod? Mr. Petrosi? Mr. Velardo? Mr. Pareto?
Yes. We're going to take items 408 and 407, I'm sorry, we're going to take 408 and 409 together. 408, report from the Committee on Special Education. 409, the Committee on Preschool Special Education. Do I have a motion? Mr. Consemi. Mr. Bilson. Any questions? Judy, please.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
410, short-term contracts. We have lift enrichment, fight night boxing. We have a contract for Louis Ferretti, neuropsychologist. For University of Buffalo Assistive Technology. 5, University of Buffalo Center for Assistive Technology. Number 6, Transformation Through Revitalization. Number 7, Boys and Girls Club for NFHS students. Number 8, Niagara Arts and Cultural Center. Do I have a motion? Mr. Consemi. Mr. Velardo. Any questions?
We're expecting 40 students. This is based on 40 students, and all of them will come from Niagara Falls High School, and I'll give you a monthly report.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Any other questions? Okay, Judy, please call the roll.
Mr. Bass?
Yes.
Mr. Bilson?
Yes.
Mr. Kinsemi? Mr. Capizzi? Mrs. Dunn? Mr. McLeod? Mr. Pareto?
Yes.
Mr. Petrosi? Mr. Velardo?
Okay. Move on to 411, report from Head Start, Early Head Start. Mr. Velardo. Mr. Bilson. Any questions? Judy, please call the roll.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay. 501, unfinished business, there is none. Number 6, we're going to take 601 through 618. Warm this up here. 601 is an approval for a contract for professional service between the city school district and the Boys and Girls Club. 602 is approved for a contract for our school district with Niagara University for prep level literacy. 603 is a contract for professional services between the district and Niagara University for early college high school students. 604 is an approval for contract for professional consultant services through Niagara University for esports. 605 is a contract for professional services through community missions. 606 is a contract for professional services for long life yoga. 607 is a contract for consulting services from the district through Horizon Health Services. Let's see here. 608 is approval contract with Makita Brooks. 609, consulting services with Project LEE. 610 is a contract between the district and Melinda A. Scheim, psychologist. 611 is consulting services between the district and Because I Tried Enterprises Incorporated. 612 is a contract with Native Language Services, LLC. 613 is approval for, looks like Zan Edu Publishing Incorporated. 614 is a contract with Wilson Language Training Corporation. 615 is a contract services for Teach Town for on-site classroom coaching. 616 is a contract with CM Learning Group for administrative support and coaching. 617, approval for contract with CM Learning Group Professional Development for Niagara Falls High School teachers. I believe, and last but not least, 618, approval of contract services with Say Yes Buffalo and the City School District. Do I have a motion? Mr. Consemi, Mr. McLeod, any questions? Judy, please call the roll.
Mr. Bass. Mr. Bilson. Yes. Mr. Kinsemi. Mr. Capizzi. Mrs. Dunn. Mr. McLeod. Mr. Petrosi. Mr. Velardo. Mr. Pareto.
Yes. 619, approval of agreement for professional alternative transportation through Aero Transportation. Do I have a motion? Mr. Bass. Mr. Bilson. Any questions? Judy, please call the roll.
Mr. Bass. Mr. Bilson.
Yes.
Mr. Kinsemi. Mr. Capizzi. Mrs. Dunn. Mr. McLeod. Mr. Petrosi. Mr. Velardo. Mr. Pareto.
Yes. Okay, we're going to take items 620 through 626. Taken together. 620 is the approval of payment to Scrafari Construction for a breath of fresh air, our capital improvement project. 621 is a contract with MKS Plumbing for the same, a breath of fresh air. 622 is approval of payments, number 18, to John W. Danforth for HVAC work, also for our breath of fresh air, capital improvement. 623, payment number 17 with J.W. Danforth for HVAC work. 624, approval of payment number 18 to Fry Electric Construction, also for a breath of fresh air capital improvement project. 625 is payment 18 to Stark Tech Technology contract work, also for a breath of fresh air. Last but not least on this one, 626, approval of payment number 12 to Johnson Controls. And do I have a motion? Mr. Velardo? Mr. Kinsemi? Any questions? Judy, please, call the roll.
Mr. Bass.
Yes.
Mr. Bilson.
Yes.
Mr. Kinsemi. Mr. Capizzi. Mrs. Dunn. Mr. McLeod. Mr. Petrosi. Mr. Velardo. Mr. Pareto.
Yes. May I say something real quick?
Certainly.
Mr. Laurie alluded to this earlier in our pre-board. Again, these are good contractors that did a fantastic job, another fantastic job. As we keep our buildings up and as we go through the age of our buildings, we have to keep this stuff up. But knowing this, that all of these people are local workers, nobody from out of town, and the money that we spend on these capital improvements for the air conditioning, power upgrades, vestibules, safe, it is all spent locally. These people are our neighbors. They might be the guy that lives next door to you, or the person who lives next door to you. So it's all, we spent a lot of money, but we spend it locally, and we develop our city and our surrounding neighborhoods. Now, saying that, I will move on. Items 627 through 629, okay? 627 is approval of change order for MKS, or the Breath of Fresh Air. 628 is a change order for JW Danforth. 629 is an approval of a change order for JW Danforth. Do I have a motion? Move it. Mr. Bilson. Mr. Consemi. Any questions?
Just a comment, if I may. These change orders are to reduce the project by $127,041.04. So these aren't added money. These are money that we just are not going to spend in the $29.3 million project. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right. 630, approval of bill.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be all right.
Mr. Bass? Yes. Mr. Bilson? Yes. Mr. Consemi? Mr. Capizzi? Yes. Mrs. Dunn? Mr. McLeod? Mr. Petrosi? Mr. Velardo? Mr. Prato?
Yes, sorry about that. I got a little behind or ahead of myself. All right, 6.30, approval of building level school safety plan as amended. Do I have a motion? Mr. Consemi, Mr. Petrosi? Any questions? Judy, please call the roll.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay. All right, let's see here. I would like to walk on 6.30, approval special meeting for October 15th. 6.31. Wow, what is wrong with too many numbers? Approval of the special meeting for October 15th, 2025. Mr. Petrosi. Second. Second, Mr. Bilson. Any question? Judy, please.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Added to agenda.
Now, do we have to vote on it now?
Correct.
Okay, well, 6.31, approval of the special meeting. Do I have a motion? Mr. Consemi. Second. Mr. Bilson. Any question? Judy, please, call the roll.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay. All right, we move on. 8.01, public comment. There is none. 802, the superintendent's report.
Well, that would be me. Good evening, everyone. Begin by congratulating our perfect scores and our 9 graduates. That total, which we are allowed to add, will bring our graduation rate to 87%. So the 9 graduates that we have tonight are counted in the 4-year cohort, which will bring us to a reported graduation rate of 87%, which I'm really pleased to announce. And when I'll put Harjat on the spot, but when it's her turn, she can certainly speak to this if I'm incorrect in any way. But I've promised you consistently to give you an update on the smart device ban. It still continues to go very, very well. Start with the parents. I've had in almost 3.5 weeks of school, I've had 1 call, which is really good, and we're getting to a good place with that 1 caller. So I'm pleased with that. Our staff, our teachers continue to enforce it. Our students continue to do a very good job following the expectation. Looking across the district, we have had one elementary violation that rose to the serious level in one elementary school. At the prep school level, it's been very quiet. The one noticing that we had at the prep school level is that there are 4 broken yonder lock pouches. You know, the locking pouches? There are 4 yonder clips that are not working well, so I'm going to ask for a replacement of those 4 clips. That shouldn't happen unless they were heavily damaged. And at the high school, it continues to go well, and again, I won't speak for Harjat. She's your eyes and ears on the ground. But I speak to Mr. Ventry every day. There are students who are warned. There are students who have to be reminded. But all of those have been taken care of with an easy reminder and an easy warning. It has not risen to the level of disrespect, insubordination, or disorderly conduct. And I want to thank everyone for making the month of September a very smooth introduction to this cell phone smart device ban. It has gone, quite honestly, much better than I could have ever dreamed of. And I'm really proud of our students, and I'm really proud of the loud conversations they're having. And I did say loud. If you look at our future agenda items, you can see we're getting together on the 9th and then the 15th. That's not the 16th, it's the 15th. Ms. Glasser will take all proper legal notices and put them in the paper to change that one day. If there are board members who would like to join myself in going to the SUNY Niagara event, just let Ms. Glasser know and we'll arrange for those reservations to be made for you. Again, congratulations, graduate Rachel Maglio, who will be honored that evening. A full 2 years paid to SUNY Niagara, and she came through our building trades program. Mr. Velardo brought up an idea when we were talking about trades last meeting. I have made contact with the Heights Park Golf Course. They thought it was a great idea, so I said it was my idea. No, I didn't say that, Nick. I didn't say that. They thought it was a great idea. They had 2 questions. They wanted me to submit something to them in writing, which I am putting the finishing touches on, and they just want to talk about indemnification and insurance, which I don't think will be a problem. I think we'll be able to work through that. But we have pursued that, and I'm writing the proposal up, and then we'll get to the insurance and indemnification question, which I know we'll get through. I hope and trust the board members all receive their fall sports schedules. This is homecoming week for Niagara Falls High School. As a matter of fact, tomorrow is homecoming. They have an early dismissal after their assembly. They play their football game at noon on Saturday, and they'll defeat Mrs. Velardo's old school, Lockport, quite handily at 12 o'clock. I have to tell you, yesterday morning, and I know we had a couple of board members, Consemi and Trozy there, and we had really good media coverage, and the Gazette ran a nice story today. But our Sleep in Heavenly Peace initiative went very, very well. We have received numerous requests already for beds. I'm proud to say that $20,000 in donations have already gone to Sleep in Heavenly Peace. More are coming. We will have community build days where we send teams from Niagara Falls to build the beds and help us with that. But I want to particularly mention one person by name. His name is John Cousins. I'd like to put that in the record. John was at the press event and wrote a check for $10,000 on the spot for Sleep in Heavenly Peace on behalf of the school district. So John is one of the founders of this idea for Niagara Falls. We made it happen, and he came back just for this. I think he's in Tampa. Do you know him, Trent? He came back from Tallahassee, and he wrote a $10,000 check for this organization. So I really want to give John our most heartfelt thanks and appreciation on behalf of the kids. And as you know, our kids need that. We have our first Say Yes Saturday Academy, October 4th. That's Saturday, October 4th at Cataract. It's going to be great. We're going to have a pep rally at Abbott to get the kids all wound up on Tuesday, and then we're going to invite everyone to come Saturday the 4th to Cataract for a morning of activities. These are for elementary children at any school. Food, parents come, workshops, a lot of great things. I would like to congratulate a teacher from Hyde Park School named Amari Jenkins. Amari Jenkins put a video together, submitted it, and it was picked up, and her whole class won a field trip to the Penn-Dixie Fossil Farm on September 30th. The video, this whole trip is being funded by Deion Dawkins of the Buffalo Bills. So I'm really, really happy about that. Our external audit has started. Markesia, Julie, and Becky, the external auditors have been in district, in the office next to mine. They've been working. They seem to be moving very smoothly and have not asked or requested anything. Once again, we'll ask on the 15th of October for you to get that report. I don't anticipate any problems with the external audit again, and I think you're going to find a clean audit, and I think you're going to find some additions to our reserves at that time, but they are in district. Finally, I want to continue to thank our schools. We have a good opening. We could always get things and do things better, but you know, you get one chance to make a good first impression, and I think everyone in the district, starting with our teachers, students, staff, and parents, have done that, so I am grateful. Thank you, board members, for your support and for supporting all of the resolutions and personnel this evening. That is all I have, Mr. Pareto.
I mean, they're not here now, but I just wanted to say congratulations to our August graduates and to our students who received the perfect score. And just everyone stay safe and keep up the good work.
I just want to make one announcement, well, not announcement, but on this SUNY Niagara, I'm looking at, it says honoring distinguished alumni. Ezra Scott Jr. is being honored for 2007.
Am I telling the truth about the phones? Tell the truth. You can say anything about it. How's it going? I mean, it's the hottest issue in New York State, and you live it every day.
Breaking news. The phone policy has been working. We didn't have much problems at Niagara Falls High School regarding the phones. I know there's been a lot of back and forth. If one student gets caught, they make sure their friend does too. But other than that, phones are away, and hopefully we'll see a change in academics and, you know, raise our graduation rates, and yeah.
Yeah, I just want to congratulate all the grads, August grads. You know, it shows what hard work and perseverance will do. They can reap the rewards, and also the perfect score recipients, great kids. On the other hand, I was in high school Saturday running a tour for some class reunion, and I ran into Mr. Rajak, and we had a talk for quite a while, and he just wanted me to express to the board his gratitude for the support that we've shown the trades kids and what we've done for them, and the kids really appreciate it too. And he was very enthusiastic about it, and he was saying some great things that are going to be happening this school year. So they just wanted us to be aware of their gratitude. So, and it's really nice to hear. So, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. I just want to touch on Sleep in Heavenly Peace, the partnership that we've come up with the Buffalo chapter. And I just want to let you know how it formed. John Cousins is a lifelong friend of mine. He's a LaSalle graduate, one of our alumni. He has a large chapter in Tallahassee and has been after me for years to set something up here. He was up here for a visit. Mr. Laurie took his time to listen to his presentation. This is what we should do. And Mr. Jerry Sheldon from the Buffalo chapter and Mark Laurie put this together. And it's taken 2 years. But it's a great kickoff. And I would be remiss for not thanking Kevin Burgess and Jamie Schmidt of the district that made this work. And Mr. Cousins was very gracious with that donation. We'll forever be thankful. And that's it for me.
John Cousins is a very wonderful young man. I employed Mr. Cousins for almost 4 years. He worked for me at my furniture store. His sister was with me for 13 years as my secretary and bookkeeper. And the Cousins family is synonymous in Niagara Falls. We are proud to have these strong leaders, and we couldn't be prouder. To all of our graduates tonight, an outstanding chore, and you did stick with it and didn't give up. I want to thank my fellow board members for allowing us to change the meeting date so that some of us could attend the the SUNY's Scholarship Award. I'm proud to say I've been on the scholarship committee for 14 years at NFCSD. This is the first time in 14 years that one of our students has ever received a full 2-year scholarship. She's a remarkable young lady. She's a great welder. She's a great welder, and she just loves what she does. To all of you, thank you. Thank you for helping us make everything possible.
Congratulations to our graduates and to our perfect score students. Looking at their faces as they graduated today, it was really excited and should make us all feel great about how hard they worked and how hard the staff worked to help them get there as well. And I know watching the two young ladies get the perfect score awards, I turned to Mark and I said, I wish I could go back in time and take school that seriously. Because as you get older, you realize, how much more effort you might have been able to put in when you were younger. So to see, every student giving it their all, it's really inspiring, to be honest with you. And I do want to thank the kudos that we got during the capital projects update about how we were ahead of the curve and really advanced in what most schools are doing. There was a great news story on NBC 3 days ago about how districts across the country are just now starting to do the things that we have been talking about or doing for years. So we should be proud of the protection that we're providing to our students, but also proud of the improvements that we're making to make their everyday school activities more enjoyable. So with that, everybody have a great night.
Okay. All righty. Again, congratulations to our August graduates. It's a tougher way to go, but they persevered and they did it. And we're very proud. I'm personally very, very proud of those young people. And again, all the work that we are finishing up is, like I said earlier, done with local people, local labor. And a lot of districts don't follow the project labor agreement. They don't hire a union. And I'll tell you this, you guys may agree with me, you may not. But these people go to school, they go through an apprenticeship, which we want our young people to do with our construction trades. This is a perfect example to see what these kids can do, okay? And you see the people before you do it. It's a very depleted labor force right now, skilled trades. And it has to be, young people have to step up. We're doing it the right way. We're getting them acclimated to many different trades. Mr. Rajak's doing a wonderful job. So the thing is it has to happen, and I'm so glad that we're stepping up in front and doing something about it to feed these people. These jobs are great paying jobs. By the time these seniors now in high school get to through their apprenticeship, they're going to be making almost $50 an hour, and that's not without the medical and the retirement benefits. These are huge. So if you folks are listening and you kids are hemming and hawing about something, please give the trades a look. It's something we're very, very proud of as our buildings go together and they look wonderful. Well, I'd like to make a statement. As we close tonight's meeting, I want to take a moment to thank Mr. Laurie for his many years of service and leadership to our district. With his retirement effective on June 30th, we are grateful for the strong foundation he has helped build for our students, staff, and community. With that, I'd like to officially note for the record that the board will begin the process of sourcing candidates to find our next superintendent. Our goal is to identify a strong leader to build on our great foundation. Mark has helped establish, and we will begin the process internally to ensure we find the very best fit for our district. As always, we end our meeting in remembrance of those who served and contributed to our school community. Mr. Sal, help me on this one, Chiaffi, retired math teacher and varsity bowling coach at LaSalle High School. Uncle of Ken White and Wendy Magadino. Emily Dotz, mother-in-law of Barbara Dotz. Mary Beth Granary, mother of Ray Granary, grandmother of Lauren. Pam Latham, wife of Marcus Latham, former NFT president. Have a moment of silence. Thank you.
Could we get a motion to adjourn?